Greetings, everyone. Greetings. This is Tiffany Martinez. I hope you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world, and I hope that you're having a blessed day. Um, I am going to pull a couple cards and just do a mini reading for myself again. I got this new deck, and the deck is entitled Moon Witch. That's what it's entitled. Nothing on the back, but the display of the cards. Um, I tried it out yesterday just to do a brief reading, just to do pretty much what I'm doing this rising. And the question that I asked was to show me um, if there are any snakes in my path, or will there be any coming down coming down the pipe? Meaning, if basically, is there any trouble, and who do I need to be looking out for? And I think I took a picture and I uploaded it, showing that this is the new deck, um, and things like that. And I did that yesterday, and I didn't really have a chance to um, do something a little more thorough, to look at the cards. I just basically pulled them and glanced at them. But I did ask Spirit to show me if there are any snakes in my path or coming down the pipe, as I have said. Um, so I took a picture. I said I'll just look at it later, and when I was feeling a little bit better, I suppose. And next thing you know, um, the phone rings, and I did a live, and that if you go back and see the live, then you could kind of get a better idea as to what was going on. And that particular person was exactly who I was. Not that person, but it was the exact answer that I was looking for. Like, um, these are the people that you think are at least in your corner because they are related to you, or they're in your immediate family, or whatever the case is. And I have never been spoken to that way, um, from that individual. And I wasn't shocked, but you have that moment where you step back, like, well, anything's possible. We're all humans, I suppose. And like, I just never heard that before, not from that person. And but hey, when people take off their mask and they show you their true identity, you have no reason to um, not believe what they say. They're showing you their true identity. So that's just something I think everyone should keep in mind, and to never allow anyone to tap into your energy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull. I mean, I've already pulled the cards, but I'm going to flip them over. And like I said, hopefully it's going to be pretty brief, because um, I don't really do too well sitting, very long. Okay, the first card is Moonflower. Bloom if no one is watching, even if no one is watching. Okay, the next card is Bright Light into Someone's Dark Sky. Bring bright light into someone's dark sky. Um, the next card is It's Time to Commit. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next three cards, but I'm not gonna shuffle this time because I'm not using that particular phone that folds, and so I have to hold it. So I'm gonna go to the next three cards, and okay, and the next row is Be One with Nature. The next card, step into the unknown, but do not be afraid. The third card on the second row, um, Power of Sisterhood. Now, before I pull the next three cards, again, I think I'm going to shuffle, but let me sit the phone down just for a moment, please. Now, like I said yesterday, um, that's so you know I'm not just pulling cards to make it go in my favor. Yesterday, and this, I guarantee you, this reading is going to be on point. Like it's going to tell a story, and it's going to put it all out there. And yesterday, I was having, I don't know how to say it. Like, you know how you're having basically a drama-free day, or this is a what would you do type situation for me. Um, I felt like I did the right thing. I felt like I did the right thing by letting that person know that this person is. It's not that I was trying to start anything, but because we're already having problems in this area, I felt that that person needed to know that those person that they see on an everyday basis, the type of people that smile in your face but really truly don't care about you. They just smile in your face and that's it. So I said, look, I just got this phone call, an unexpected phone call. I haven't spoken to this person in, I would say, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years over the phone. Like they don't call me on a regular basis. And regular basis for me is at least once a week to see how I'm doing, see how things are going. Okay, I have it shuffled and one, two, and three. And this card that came up on the second one that says step into the unknown, but it says I keep saying but it doesn't say but. It just says step into the unknown. Um, do not be afraid. Sorry. My husband will be laughing at me. And then this card right here is sticking out already. Power of sisterhood. It's just sticking out. And this, like I said, this is going to tell a really nice story. And so back to the side story real quick. Um, like I said, I thought I was doing the right thing, and I still do. Like because we're all adults and we should be able to have a conversation without the yelling, the fighting, the cursing. I mean, I curse every day, because I choose to, but it's not like I'm cursing out someone, if that makes sense. Sorry, I need to scoot up a little bit. Um, so that's my thing. So I told the person what they said, and so this particular person decided to call that person to basically squash this shit right now. And next thing you know, I'm on a three-way call with this person, or all the person that initially called me, and I was like, oh, okay. Um, and I was about to say, how are you doing? But I never did, and because it immediately turned into um, things accusations that I never said. I never said those things, and this conversation like literally happened maybe 10 minutes ago on yesterday, and it's like just a few minutes. It's just like how the hell did you put that story together? I never said that, and the person who made this three-way call is beyond livid. Like if a person could spontaneously combust, that would be that person. That person was more than triggered. That person was literally pissed. And I'm angry too, the fact that that other person is saying untrue things about me, that things that they think that I said. And I like, are you? I'm sorry, because I try not to make fun of people who are either have mental illness, and I try not to make fun of the quote unquote senior citizen elderly, because dementia, starts, or excuse me, dementia and Alzheimer's, it's not just for the elderly, it could be a young person too. But this person was 70 years old and they were coherent. And I'm thinking to myself, when I step back from the conversation, I'm like, these are just unresolved issues, and the other person has been anger, harvesting anger towards us, and we are quote unquote the children, even though we are younger than them, if that makes sense. Even though we're all adults, but it just seemed like unresolved issues and harvesting anger. And when this sisterhood card came up, it says power of sisterhood. Now, these three cards, I want to see what they say, and I'm looking forward to the advice cards that will be here, because I just call bullshit. Because I like I live on the West Coast, and these particular people live on the East Coast. So, like, let me just take the story back for a moment, so you can understand why I'm pissed off about this, and I just find it kind of stupid. When my mother was still living, the neighbors that lived beside them, they wanted to know how my mom was doing. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you saw the EMTs out there. If you gave a damn, why don't you walk your ass over there and knock on her door and bring her a case of water, because water is not that expensive, and ask her, how are you doing today? Like, that's me. If I want to know something, or if I want to be of use, sometimes people don't want to talk. They just want to drop off, whatever they're going to drop off, and they keep it moving. So instead of asking her, when you're just steps away from where my mother lives, you're gonna call me, and I don't even live there. Like, yeah, I know how she's doing, but you are steps away from her. Steps, like, just steps. Like, walk over there if you really want to know that bad. And I actually said that. I was like, you need to walk over there, and to ask whatever you want to ask. Don't ask me. I'm in California. I don't live there. So, anyways, back to the original story. That's what happened again yesterday. The person, instead of talking directly to the source, they called me, and the next thing you know, things are repeated that wasn't true. And I just found a problem with that. So again, Spirit is telling me power of sisterhood. If I don't take anything else from this reading, I will promise you I will take the sisterhood more seriously. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the other three cards. And this one says, Blue Moon, you are ready. Make your masterpiece. Next, it says, Divine Feminine, step into your power. Next, it says, Reclaim your power. So, I totally get that. I understand what they're saying. Um, Let me go. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Now, my mother's favorite, I think they're all bugs, but okay. The favorite thing that she liked was butterflies. And here it is. There's a butterfly on this. Step into, it's like my mother is coming through, and she's coming through hard. And she is definitely saying, stick with your siblings. And I totally get that. Even though we're not perfect, and one of them can still kiss my ass all day every day, because I'm done with that person. But the one that I'm not done with, I am trying to be in her corner, but not so much that I'm going to be involved in drama. And reclaim my power, or reclaim, well, I said my power, but you know what I mean. So I could totally dig that as well. And let's see what the advice cards are going to say. I'm going to shuffle again. This is a smaller deck. I want to say they said it had 26 cards versus 80 something. Okay. And I'm not a very good shuffler, as you guys already know, if you've been following my videos, or at least the tarot ones. Um, and if you have enjoyed this video on any level, kindly give it a thumbs up and share for me. That would be um, greatly appreciated, because you never know. The message may not be for you, but it may be someone who's looking for the message. Okay, I'm gonna take the next three cards from the deck, and just gonna scooch this over a little bit. This is the first row, the second, and the third. And this says, love and mother yourself. Now, I did mention my mom, and which I totally get that, which basically says, to take care of yourself. The other three cards, just to recap. The first one says, bloom and bloom if no one, even if no one is watching. Bring light into someone's dark sky. And that's what I think, or at least thought I was doing on yesterday. And it wasn't meant to be, you know, um, malice or, anything crazy like that. It was simply just giving that person a heads up. And I don't know, like, I guess it depends on how a person receives the message, is how it's going to be understood, I guess. And it says, it's time to commit. And here, it says love and mother yourself. Okay, moving on to the next one. It says magic wand, focus your energy on one thing. I can definitely respect that. And this, to recap, it says be one with nature. So they want me to go outside and reconnect with the earth, but I live in a desert, so we're gonna try to figure it out. The next one, it says step into unknown. Do not be afraid. And this one, power of sisterhood. And again, it says focus your energy on one thing. And that could just me telling me to just stay out of it. Just focus your life on you. Like put your energy, or put my energy into myself. Again, I have no problem with accepting that advice. And next time, I guess I'll just mind my business, and like they say, just stay in your own lane. Okay, next is the final card. It says familiar. Listen and learn. And then you are ready. Make your masterpiece. Divine phenomenon. Step into your power. Reclaim your power. Listen and learn. And this is a familiar card. And the person is standing tall and strong. And if you just follow the story of the reading, it will lead to the answer. And I believe spirit is telling me to pay attention. And I had this dream about my mom before she transitioned, and we were all in a car, and for some reason my husband was in a car, and that should have been a red flag, because he was in the back seat, he wasn't driving. And my mom was in the front seat and I was driving, and I had my mom said, pay attention, or Tiffany, pay attention. And I was like, I am paying attention. And I noticed that there was like a tour bus, like one of those old Greyhound type buses, if you know what I mean. And people were getting on the bus, but they were walking like literally like they were just, I don't know. I don't like to use the word clones or reprogram, but one of them just looked up at me or looked over to my direction. And I remember telling my mom, I said, well, if they don't want to get hit, then they should be the ones paying attention as well. But I never understood that dream until later, and that was after my mother had transitioned. So recap: love and mother yourself. focus your energy on one thing, which is I'm taking it as mind my business, but however, the power of sisterhood plays in effect, and listen and learn. Um, Again, I think this was a very, very, very good reading overall. Like I said, I'm different. I'm different than I used to be. I don't take things personal unless it is truly personal. But then I have to step back, and I have to step back and figure out what is really going on here. Who is that person really angry with? What is that person trying to accomplish? And this is definitely telling me to listen and learn. And it's like they say, I heard you, I got it. I'm going to definitely work on that, like in every situation. Okay, again, if you found this video useful on any level, kindly give it a thumbs up and share. Ashe.